Okay, so I'm just going to introduce myself. My name is Michelle Ziegler. I'm the Assistant Director of Student Learning, and I'm also the 4K coordinator in the district. And I have the opportunity to work with an amazing group of teachers who have put together this amazing opportunity for our elementary students. So I want to start today off by thanking some of those people. And to also just let you know that we can't technically start the competition until 9:15 because we are streaming it live, and I don't want any of their classes to miss the start if we get started a little bit early. So thank you for your efficiency because we really got in here and got set up and ready to go in some really quick times. But I do want to take the time to thank our LTS teachers. So at Clarendon and Rolling Hills, we have Tiffany Koopman. So Tiffany, if you could just wave. So, and big shout out to Tiffany because Tiffany sort of leads the charge on this particular program, making sure all of the books are current and exciting and engaging for the kids, writing lots of the questions because we learned a long time ago that really one person has to read all the books and write all the questions so that there isn't any confusion. And so she does an amazing job of doing that. Probably one of the most efficient and hardworking people that I know. So could not do this without Tiffany. So just huge, huge thank you to her for all of her work. And then new to us this year is Mrs. Katie Schiesel. And Katie is at Clarendon and at Big Bend Elementary. We're super fortunate to have her. Matches the energy of the team amazingly well. So, and jumped right in. I mean, this is a huge undertaking, learning 2 new buildings and then also helping put together a reading rumble. So that's amazing. And then Jody Kujawa is at Section in Prairie View. And Ms. Kujawa's class section, we actually have returning champions from last year's Reading Rumble. So very excited to have them back. They won the Reading Rumble at the district level last year as 5th graders, which means they had the opportunity to have this chance this year as 6th graders. So they are here. They brought back the traveling trophy to hopefully bring back home, but we'll see because we have some amazing competition here today. So thank you, Jody, for all your hard work at those 2 elementary schools. And then we also have our ALP, which are our Advanced Learning Program teachers. So we have Melissa Barton, who works at Rolling Hills and Prairie View. And we have Nicole Wilson, who works at Section in Eagleville. And then we have Melanie Von Thune, who couldn't be with us today because she's being a mom with a sick kiddo at home. But Melanie works at Clarendon and Big Bend. And so a huge thank you to those 3 teachers as well. I also want to take a moment, and I'll say this again also during the live stream, to our Mukwonago Education Foundation. We wrote a grant. We asked them for donations because we purchase the Reading Rumble books with our common school funds, but there are some rules about how many purchases we can make with that money of a particular book title. And because the Reading Rumble was so popular and the books were in such demand, we needed more copies of the books. And so the Mukwonago Education Foundation donated enough money for us to buy multiple copies of our Reading Rumble books, both for this school year and next school years. So a huge, huge thank you to them because they're making this very possible for the kids to have access to all of the books that we want them to have access to for this year and for next. So thank you, and I still have 4 minutes. So I'm going to go through some things too. Our MC for today is Dr. Joe Cook, our superintendent. Super grateful to him for doing this for us today. And then later we have our Let's Get Ready to Rumble voice, which is Dr. Ron Schlicht from Rolling Hills. I told him I'm going to have to record it and just keep it as a button so that forever and always we have that. So you're going to get to hear him getting us launched off in a little bit as well. If parents want to take any pictures last minute, feel free to come on up, take some pictures, especially under that beautiful Reading Rumble logo. And like I said, we will get started promptly at 9:15, going through the rules and things like that. All right? All right. See you in about 3 minutes now.
Everybody, welcome to the second annual Mukwonago Reading Rumble. I'm Dr. Joe Cook, the superintendent, and your MC for today's event. Today, the winning team from each elementary school will be competing at the district level. From Big Bend, we have the Byers, Madeline, Nora, Tegan, and Madeline. You guys raise your hands. Representing Clarendon Avenue Elementary School, we have the Dogs, Nathan, Connor, Harrison, and Landon. From Eagleville Elementary School, we have the Golden Trio, Abigail, Eleanor, and Evelyn. From Prairie View Elementary School, we have the Pinky Cookie Club, Carolyn, Wesley, Bradley, and Madeline. Representing Rolling Hills, we have the Plot Twisters, Bella, Zoe, Lexi, and Amelia. And finally, from Section Elementary School, we have the Rumblers, Savannah, Addie, Aubrey, and Avery. Teams, congratulations on making it this far. In order to be here today, you had to score in the top 2 of your grade level competition and are also the highest scoring teams in your whole school. You should be very proud of yourselves no matter the outcome of today. Today's competition consists of 1 practice round followed by 3 more rounds of competition. The practice round is 15 questions long and does not count toward the final Rumble competition. Rounds 1 through 3 will each have 15 questions. In round 1, all teams will compete. The top 4 scoring teams from round 1 will move on to round 2. The top 2 scoring teams from round 2 will move on to round 3, which is the final Reading Rumble and will lead to our Reading Rumble champions. We will be using Kahoot for today's Rumble, just like you did in your buildings. I will read the questions, and Kahoot will award points for how quickly teams respond and for getting the questions correct. At the end of round 3, we will ask the winning team to stay on stage to receive their trophy and take pictures. We will then move to the foyer for a cake reception. Teams, are there any questions before we begin? Yes. Do you add up the points like before?
Each round. So Kahoot does all of the calculating for that. So it's just based on the end of the round.
So round by round.
Yep. Great question.
Any other questions? All right, seeing none.
Good morning, everybody. Teams, are you ready? All right, audience ready? Welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
You're operating off of this?
Yep.
Everybody getting logged in? Alrighty.
Great. Here we go.
Practice level 1. Practice question 1. In which book did characters become friends over dancing? Garvey's Choice. In which book was a character nicknamed Old Slim? I Survived the Attack of the Grizzlies.
It won't let me move on unless all 6 have answered.
Which book took place partly in Picasso Park? Stick Dog Chases a Pizza. In which book do characters pick sand plums? Catching a Storyfish. In which book did they reference wolverines? I Survived the Attack of the Grizzlies. Which book was written by Gordon Corman? Snoop. Which book referenced Indiana Jones and the laser beam? The Mystery of Locked Rooms. In which book does a character learn how to canoe by watching YouTube videos? Into the Rapids. In which book did they go to the lolly shop? Bob. In which book ended with Binky? Because of the Rabbit. Ooh. In which book did a character attend 7 schools in 7 years? Fish in a Tree. In which book did a character go to school where they spoke French? Who was Alex Trebek? In which book was there a party in a butterfly garden? Fish in a Tree. In which book was an illustration titled Math by Mutt? Stick Dog Chases a Pizza. Final practice question. In which book was written by Lauren Tarsis? I Survived the Attack of the Grizzlies. All right, practice round is over. Plot twisters, top scoring team in the practice round. Cookie Club. Oh, Rumblers, Plot Twisters, the Buyers, and the Dogs. We are now going to be moving into round 1, which is technically round 2.
It gets real confusing for us.
All right, is everybody ready? Okay. Everybody's in. Big breath, everyone. Question number 1. In which book is there a red Maserati? Snoop. Taking an early lead are the Rumblers. In which book does a bird fly around in a school? Catching a Storyfish. In which book did a character groove on Luther? Garvey's Choice. The dogs have a streak with 3 correct answers in a row. In which book took place in Australia? Bob. Well, the Golden Trios have no problem. In which book was a phone ringing a wonderful sound? Stick dog chases a pizza. Got a little shake up on the leaderboard. The Rumblers are still in first position. In which book did a character wear orange sneakers on the first day? Because of the Rabbit. The buyers are moving up. In which book did a character say, "You just have to know where to draw the line"? Snoop. We've got movement. Cookie Club moved into the top 4 position. In which book does a character explain the story of a purple and red scar on their calf? I Survived the Attack of the Grizzlies. Ooh, Cookie Club and the dogs are moving up. Which book was written by Cynthia Lord? Because of the Rabbit. In which book is it important to keep moving forward, not back to a previous space? The Mystery of Locked Rooms. In which book does the main character learn that it is okay to trust other people and it's okay to ask for help? Into the Rapids. Oh, the dogs and the buyers moved up. Question number 12. In which book does a character pay for 7 friendship bracelets? Fish in a Tree. Oh, there's movement. Question 13. In which book did a character host Wheel of Fortune? Who was Alex Trebek? Question 14. In which book was the story of the Oogle Monster? Catching a Storyfish. Final question of round one. In which book does a character say, I'm not perfect, but I'm least not mean? Fish in a Tree. The Buyers. The Plot Twisters. The Rumblers. Gotta hold on 1 second here.
For a second. I have to look up the fourth person for sure.
Could use a little of that Alex Trebek Jeopardy music in the interim.
Okay. So the fourth place group and the group moving on along with the Rumblers, the Plot Twisters, and the Buyers is the Cookie Club.
Congratulations, everybody. Would the top 4 teams please remain on stage? And let's give our 5th and 6th place finishers a big round of applause. The Dogs and the Golden Trio. Nice job, guys. Congratulations for making it to the district competition. All right, everybody need to take a breath here. Got a minute?
You guys can spread out a little bit more too now, so you're not quite so huddled together.
All right, as we head into formal round 2, round 3 on paper. Everybody ready to join? All right. Okay. Question number 1. In which book was a candy stash gone because it was taken by a parent? Garvey's Choice. Oh, Plot Twisters.
Yes, if you are watching on the live stream, please do not participate in the Rumble. I really did not think I needed to say that, but please let it just be the kids on stage participating.
All right.
Leave it, Tiffany? What would be your recommendation? Just leave it? All right.
Yeah.
Well, if John starts participating, we'll have to shut it down.
In which book is the Zippity Airport service van important? Snoop. Thank you, John.
I think John has to participate in order for it to move on, though, correct? No? Okay.
Yep, there was only 4. In which book did a character tell a story of Monsieur Lapin? Because of the rabbit. Rumblers has the highest answer streak of 3. Plot Twisters up in first place. In which book was the main character named Catherine and was nicknamed Keat? Catching a Story Fish. Or the Rumblers moving up. In which book do they need a typewriter to write an article? I Survived the Attack of the Grizzlies. In which book were clouds an important event, signaling potential rain? Bob. Cookie Club moves up. Question number 7. In which book were trippadoos part of a plan? Stick Dog Chases a Pizza. Question number 8. Which book was set in Colorado in March during part of the book? Snoop. In which book was a character asked if that was their real hair? Because of the Rabbit. Very fast. Which book was written by Lindsay Curry? The Mystery of Locked Rooms. In which book was a Lego pirate ship?
Remember to tap it gently, because if you do this, it won't register, okay?
Bob. Cookie Club has a streak with 11 answers in a row. Question number 12. In which book did a character used to sing in a band? Garvey's Choice. In which book did a character say one thing can be lots of other things, referencing a dictionary and a tutu? Bob. Question number 14. In which book does a character call their grandpa every Friday? Catching a Story Fish. Just hold it right here. Okay, no more passing sound noise. All right. Question number 15. In which book does a character yell out random words, bear, Beatles, to check on the basement? Into the Rapids. All right, at this point, nice job, Rumblers. Nice job, Plot Twisters. Nice job, Cookie Club. Moving on into the next round is Cookie Club and the Plot Twisters. This will be our final round. Congratulations, teams. Is everybody comfortable up here on stage now? Where you want to be? All set? Thumbs up. We're good? Whoop. All right. We're good? Championship round. Question number 1. In which book does a character break another's Titanic Lego set? Snoop. Oh, we are neck and neck, plot twisters. The slight lead. In which book did a character get ideas from Eliana? Garvey's Choice was the correct answer. In which book was the quote, "Why take 1,000 words when one look will do"?
I'm going to mute that because I think there might be another game playing in the background simultaneously. So,
Catching a Story Fish. Cookie Club moving up. In which book did a character sit at the leftovers table? Because of the rabbit. In which book do characters slide down and end upstairs? The Mystery of Locked Rooms. In which book did a character correct another using historical accuracy? Stick Dog Chases a Pizza. Which author's purpose was to spark curiosity so you'll want to learn more?
it would be passing time at the high school.
I Survived the Attack of the Grizzlies. Let's just hold right here for a second.
We're going to wait.
We don't need jump around playing. Unless you guys want to. Anybody? This is like the third quarter going into the fourth quarter at a Badger game. There we go. Yeah.
Wanted to. This is a reading rumble first.
Yes. To build that in between rounds 3 and 4 next time.
America.
After our short intermission, you guys all set? Okay, you're all good? All right. Ooh, plot twisters moving up. We're at a neck and neck race here. In which book was a green stuffed elephant important? Bob. In which book did a character describe reading as being like a can of alphabet soup that has been dumped on a plate? Fish in a Tree. So close. 35 points. Question number 10. In which book did a mom find feathers suspicious? Bob. Question 11. In which book did the main character wonder if she would want to go back to being a baby again if she could? Into the Rapids. In which book did Queen Elizabeth forget someone's name? Who was Alex Trebek? In which book did a character have the nickname of Banana? The Mystery of Locked Rooms. Question 14. In which book were there two golden retrievers, Molly and Maggie? Because of the Rabbit. And our final question. In which book did a character move from Alabama? Catching a Story Fish. And after 3 rounds and a practice round, in second place, Cookie Club. And in first place, the Plot Twisters. Congratulations, teams. You did an amazing job today. Would the Plot Twisters please stay up on stage? Congratulations, Cookie Club. Awesome job today.
All right, thank you all so much for coming today. We have a cake in the foyer that we would love for you to join us for a little cake reception. There's water bottles back there as well. Parents, if you want to get pictures, just let me know if there's anything in particular you want on the screen so that we can do that. And then once this reception is done, you can take the kids back to school, but please check in with your LTS teacher so that we know children have safely been taken.